Naku MG, what is the other? There's a couple of productions that is played. The Queen, kidnapped abantu police the Empire just not so long ago. He is one of Mdantsane's finest national treasures that have come out of this historic 60-year-old township. In Mdantsane, one of the things that maybe we didn't know is that it's one of the as fast-paced in terms of the key of trading. Mdantsane highway le yoyikukubhukela is one of the largest trade markets in the Eastern Cape, where it is a free trade area. Both informal and formal businesses that are operating. I mean, it houses one of the biggest taxi ranks in the Eastern Cape that are seeing millions of rands being given into the South African economy. So, managing is just so you know, you're a published author. I'm an international journalist. Before we start,
Sorry, I just to go here, Mdantsane in the world is the only place in the world where you find boxing champs that come out the same place. It's the only place in the world where you find boxing champs, championships, places that we now we won. In Tanzania, and if you go out, Tanzania has young history that is really, really special.
And E128 million event that was made in 2021 of films. Never making millions, the story says we have some millions. But back up, who's the producer again? The director? Not here. Is he from Mdantsane? Is the producer of Natal City from Mdantsane?
Yes.
Oh, amen. Now, Dali Konga.
Yeah.
Amen. Because that is the beginning of a new thing. So because wow, my story is beyond reproach. I went to Joburg and depicted at Forbes magazine for free because I wanted Forbes for my in-service training. Didn't want anything else, just wanted Forbes. What did that give me? I've worked for China Global Television Network, CGTN, for 11. I've worked for 410, Channel 410. I was the first journalist to interview, the exclusive interview with the Chief Justice, youngest financial and business journalist in Africa in 2017.
Yes.
I've broadcast at the UN in Tunisia, Nigeria, in East Africa, Rwanda. So I've seen the world. Autography, don't let us see us relationship. So as we prepare the question, So yeah, I just wanted to highlight that. And by the way, interaction. Make sure to make sure that I do get feedback of what people have actually gotten as an outcome to compare to at least I think there were 7 points. I have a photographic memory that is later highlighted of expected outcomes. Easily done that the film festival wishes for you to gain before Puma. And I'm very happy A round of applause for abantu abadala, guys. Abaphinde babuya. Tata, shine. That is the corner where you are. We acknowledge you and siyabulela again for coming back and for Uhlala. It's the first time seeing an interactive event where people actually do stay to interact. Already, uba besikwenye indawo ke sala besawubona nemvono zomthonyanga sithi hoyina apha sisathetha qaphi kezwayo kuthiwa inkawini lasala andikayiboni ngiyakholwa guys iqalile iprogram ingaphuma intlanganiso kwezam intlanganiso ingaphuma sawuva ngani ke bhuti xa nidlebile ubhuti azoqala sawulinda nina bhuti
molweni Mdantsane Art Center. Ngiyaphila. Siyaphila nathi. Igama nguBahle ifana noMenziwa. Ndihlala eSiphunzana, ndiphuma apha e-Eastern Cape Film Hub. Ndiba nguweke nomhlalo lapha eMdantsane kwa-3 kulotata apha ko-91. Ngathatha ithuba ndibulele iMdantsane Film Festival for i-inviter. So I'm just going to give you a brief description about the Film Hub institution in Pumagoi. Just to give you a quick intro about myself, the visual industry, mainly we focus on photography, graphic designing, and videography services. So I started my company in 2017. I did graphic designing, film and media studies in Cape Town. CPUT. So I came back in 2017 to open my company, Ape Business Support Center, Italian Village. So the Sedes and Art Center for the past 2 years under management of Mr. Sote. So I got my first funding, ECPEC 2018 after I registered my business. 2019 got my second funding from NYCA because my main aim was to focus on the equipment instead of hiring equipment, as we all know, but fast equipment now. So 2020 and 2019, I interned Science and Technology Park because by now in the background the IT. Then for the nose, Buffalo City College. So the network engineer and the programmer. So I am the seventh again in London, Science and Technology Park IDZ. After that, 2020, I met a Film Hub at Art Center, we heritage program, and host of Arts and Culture. So I approached them, they were both on gay programs, Zabo, and then Bangladesh based P. So starting off the presentation now, there was a space incubated also. So Codex Hub, the Film Hub, we built in A1, it's a labor. Practical labor, CCMA, up number 33 Church Street, West Stradbroke supporting. So in this sense, at Codex Hub, we specialize with the technical advances. Robotics and coding lab, boardroom, arm engage lab, or arm engage a company as England, is greens, your greens in motherboard, as with smart devices such as your laptops, your phones, your plasmas and everything. It's an automotive internet lab whereby we learn about electric cars, and we got an opportunity with Wood and Chrysler to learn about these automotive electric cars. We have a bare metal lab, which is this servers if information you lose like a laptop or your PC, or if bare metal lab. We have the optic fiber lab. It's strictly for ladies now. Currently they're working with metro fiber or operating with Mdantsane. So Ben's fiber optic learnership. And then again, we have the film hub, the up and downstairs by film hub. We have animation lab, whereby I sponsor animation. We have a music studio, it's still under construction. We have auditorium for your workshops. We have edit suites. If you want to edit on Seven's work, you can come at the film hub. You can book an appointment if on my computer, if you don't have your Wi-Fi. We have a green room, which you can see was currently, I'm still learning a green room. It's last year, we're going to launch it this year. So I'm still learning the buttons with the green room, whereby we'll be shooting in movies, we'll be shooting in plays, reality shows and everything. We also have a gaming lab via a film hub to teach everyone to create their own games and so forth. So in impact essence, I get by film hub, as you can see by next school holidays every term, whereby I teach everyone graphic designing, cinematography, robotics and coding. So this is what we do. Umdana ngami ubhatala 500 rand, and we sim trainer is 7 days after my certificate. And then sibanazo le film master classes. Siyasebenzisana noXhumani Pani, noLando, uMontywood. Sibana capacity building seminars. For instance, artists needs they lack in administration when it comes to funding and application and all of that. So capacity building seminars self-led entrepreneurs with the administration process, self-led with how to apply funding, self-led needs about lecture goes. So now in a partnership with Usaga Workshop, last year we invited Mdantsane to come and do Usaga workshops, mainly for females behind the camera instead of them babes actresses. Spana again photography masterclasses as host of an game. Spana testing lab for prototypes. For instance, if we land well IT, you can come and film hub, we testing lab here to test London build delay free of charge. So in past activities they took a film hub, music film screenings, basically show to a work on Friday. So every Friday, they invite filmmakers like Eastern Cape to come and equal direct film yakhe, simbuze imibuzo, simnikele ingcebiso about where to get funding opportunities, where to get ilando, ifilm yalo kanye documentary yalo filmmaker, the platform so that I showcase it. Spanish development workshop, Spanish live streaming tutorials, Kono Siso Pai Talks SP, or Fonsamandi live streaming. Snyder room, public edit suites, a content room whereby you can create your own content using equipment here to scenario equipment, if you can hire equipment online. And then you must spend some time and last is she is one of the interviewees who still by film house, so she'll give you much more details later on if anyone is interested. Spana business profiling, whereby entrepreneurs as profiler, put them in front of the camera, like you promote videos, that has and then I upload to YouTube because about the budget my time to be live rather than in the full live. So Spana starts hosting a production companies as far as the river. 2021, we auditions got the river with Usidi Latin, Tumani Bani. Last year, we were Black Brain Productions, who created a citizens now. So, we have a host of a bonus space. Just to give us support in emerging artists. Current activities, this is Enzai, Film Hub. This is our color reality show with technology with OurNews, as you can see, lab arm lane. So in basic industry, as far as reality shows as a technology. Yeah, but we'll practice about the technology, how it works, net devices, and just figure it. So the ones I know reality show get up, live stream, see shoot, edit it, so it's still under construction now. We just wait for Ilando authority from OurNews in England. It's the Metro 5 learnership implemented strictly for ladies. It's the live streaming hackathons. In hackathons, there's competitions, the compute, there's IT, whereby usually Friday or 6 o'clock. Abantu bahlale pha for 3 days, Saturday, Sunday. So then I dream as a hackathon, my competition to come up with the best idea that can solve a business needs. So as a hackathon, then Jana pa ilande a correct sample in the film hub. As we all know, technology goes together with visual arts. Was even an equipment system inside technology. Software developing ilando paya about software developing. If you need anything when it comes to software developing. Now in the storytelling, now the script writing workshop. This is on the 1st April with the company as Johannesburg. I think it was Sollywood, if I'm not mistaken. OurNews is all up by Lando. I think it was about any candidates, there's a script writing workshop. And here we'll spend on the adaptations of the African books. For instance, we're going to incubate but Lucas or Bali. So then the approach of that about what the series name what is Balileo. Because abantu means abathanda ufunda, so we're just planning those series adaptations zakhe. And then Sibana will call outs every year. Unfortunately, ivalile lena ivalile 24 February, usually siphuma ku website zethu connects the technology lena bakhona ne film hub kuphuma i-Google form, you finish a Google form, you upload launch documents about the business and so forth, as your tax clearance, your ID, your CV, and then of money email echaza uza interviewer, whether virtual or physical. So in Codex Hub, they specializes command skills in IT. If you can build the website, apps, networking, everything, the Codex Hub will apply upstairs. And then the Film Hub, anyone on visuals, you get like animation, gaming, editing skills, shooting skills, live streaming. So now apply, next day. So the incubation space, you get incubate for 2 years, you get vast opportunities, and then after 2 years you graduate, so free Wi-Fi, free equipment, free computers, laptop, like laptop, a MacBook, about 6 of them. Snaza HPs, about 10 of them. Snaza camera, lapels, live streaming equipment. If incubated you are allowed to borrow the equipment. Moving on. So these are our key partners: ECTC, NFEF, DISREC, plus ECPEC. So the contact details is the website. So Facebook pages, so Twitter, LinkedIn, or you can also visit us at number 33 Church Street. Any questions? Script writing workshops is from basically last month we talked about. Big company level as Kubula as a Film Hub, we can recruit the script writing. So I think by concluding a lot, but in the details, and then if they need any more applicants.
How do you get access to this information? Do you have to register to get the information? Like how do I have to go there and register to be a member or what?
Yes, you have to be incubated. Film Hub, you go to your website here, you click a link in Google form, you finish your information, or sometimes you can push appointment now since the incubated part is the senior cinematographer. Push appointment now. It's a green room, music studio if you can influence snippets or jingles. Yeah, but edit ngepush appointment yakho uye phaa ucofe phaa usenze iWi-Fi usenze space around you edit then once ugqibile edit ungaphuma uhambe yabo it doesn't mean that you have to be incubated phaya but ungapush appointment now yabo and then uyosebenza olo hlobo.
Is it free?
No, it's free of charge as well.
Do you guys have whereby programs are demo for radio, or if you want to do voiceovers?
Yes, you do the person told. Hence I've said you can book an appointment with Mna. Yeah, so you able to do that, but I'm not going to push his studio the day before. Not about who's in a plan, so you will record a land demo. So I'm push his studio the day before.
That's what's the number.
Busy number 073 81 4163 073 81 4163. Yes. Bye. Bye. Film Hub. 073 81 4163. So moving on to
The question here is climate education. In climate education, do I have to have a company or like a equipment, or can I can just like it's basic requirements and education?
okay, now fully integrated the film have the company. Hence I've said this space is entrepreneurs here. In order for you to be taken serious by these entities and supporter land small businesses, you have to be registered. Yeah, so that to get funding, your IPs, your copyrights, your royalties, all that. Because once I'm registered, I'm not serious. So I can just tighten those up. So how registered, you get incubated by a film because the black go form is of CK, is of tax clearance, is of a business profile. Yeah, is of business documents. Hence, I've said probably point, but I'm going to say artist with business development and capacity building. If you also apply, for instance, you have a band with SARS power, like app, the ends tax returns, the ends land or tax clearance, instead of going for a purchase last. So I need a band with the portal NYTA, so you don't have to wait for the physical form, you can just do it online. So I need a band with the business profile, business plans. Yeah, but it depends, close sessions you host delay. Yeah, but you can come up with other things that you don't understand, so like night and love. But it's all about learning, advancing, and helping one another. Yeah, so.
The website, the CodexHub.Africa.
Yes.
It's
The website, the Codex Hub, it's CodexHub.Africa, and then it's Film Hub, it's filmhub.co.za. So that man's details now. The website is it. And more updates for LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook pages. So moving on to the presentation.
Kisandla Spivek notata naphakamisa.
Irish 5 days maximum, 5 days. If incubated by Irish 5 days. But if you project out here, extend an lab, uzawuchaza phaa kulaa online platform lesisebenzisayo for hydration equipment. Uzawuchaza iscope seproject yakho. And then ke ngoku ungayisebenzisa i-equipment. As I've said, i-cameras needs i-equipment needs because i-CDC ne-NFF bayasponsorisha ngezi equipment.
Ubuza i-demo CD lizaluni ngayo xa into ezayenza.
I-demo tata. Xa ufuna urekhod. For instance, nje uba ungekho incubated phaya, mna nje bandise-film hub, I'm operating i-green room ne-music studio. So wena uzawube uyi-client yam, mna zakucharge according to, yebo? Yes, because indawo ye-entrepreneurs leyana, you have to make money phaya. Since singabhatali rent, yebo? So you have to make money. Ekugqibeleni, for instance, zangena ii-clients phaa, zithi zifuna i-branding. Depends on the logo, posters and everything. You can promo videos. You know. So moving on to a presentation now about business opportunities within the film industry. I've worked with Orlando. Last year, I've had one opportunity to work with Univia Africa. So I was currently shooting Olivia Africa for its skin influencers. I just want to show you a quick picture of that. So the picture lethetha ngayo ndiyasebenzisana no-Olivia Africa. They went to the film hub and they were looking for young cinematographers. So I got the opportunity to shoot for Olivia Africa for 20 skin influencers. And then also siyasebenzisana no-Lianqaba kwi-comedy club yabo. They book a space up at Film Hub. And also we work hand in hand with the students zaseforte, Emery Makeba, whereby abo badlala i-sound mainly. So siyasebenzisana nezitudio zaseforte, siyasebenzisana nezitudio zaseuso. So currently this is my project that I'm working on with Eastern Cape and Tourism Parks and UNEGIO Africa. So you'll find out shows zezilwanyana ONEGIO or Animal Planet. You'll see that as shows zenziwa ngabelungu i-presenters zazo. So last year while I was shooting ilanto zabonisa kodwa i-advert yayo. I was shooting Eastern Cape yonke for Survive. It was constructed by ECTC. So last year I met this guy up at Port Elizabeth. Ironman endurance competition. Sashuta kuyo uthiwa Paul Norman. Wabene both basenza ntoni, samxelela basenza ntoni, and then wathi awukho interested kwi-wildlife. That is interested, and then he gave me contact yomntu opha Africa, bandimcontacte. And then that's when I realized, but no, I need to shoot Eastern Cape more. So this is the project. It's called Eden Project. Explore, discover, embrace nature. I'll shoot at the whole Eastern Cape. Historical places, wonders, Eastern Cape. Like for instance, Imagwa Tea Plantation, Imagwa Falls, Angel Falls, Fraser Falls, Isnoka, Port St. John's, Mkanduli, a hole in the wall, like that was Jaiza. And this will shoot as Banyana specifically. I'm gonna shoot landscape, the Eastern Cape. As you all know, my adventure province. So I'm just going to show you a quick advert. If you have Mnet currently go channel 111. So I shooted for ECTC last year. Later than the for Survival. So those are one of the business opportunities. La networking bethethwa ngayo izolo, socializing with abantu. Bekube curious ngeqongo kule industry, but be curious in a good way. Just want to show you this quick ad.
The beautiful sunsets in Cape Recife Nature Reserve to the healing waters of Port St. John's. Let loose as you go Blackwater tubing down Stones River Take in the views from the mountainous terrain from the Valley of Desolation. A rich heritage, a diverse landscape with 800 kilometers of unspoiled coastline. A variety of flora and home to the Big Seven, housed in a world-class nature reserve. The Eastern Cape, yours to explore. From the rocky...
So that was the advert I shot. The Mdantsane Film Boy from Versatile Multimedia. So ECTC, as a main partner as a film hub, gave us the opportunity to shoot the whole Eastern Cape for 3 months for Survivor. So this is the actual advert that is paying on Mnet, like almost weekly, and we're getting paid for this every month. Hence I've mentioned other business opportunities, the copyrights, the royalties. Yeah, so we need to own up, we as the black community. Yeah, so I give those data to be passed to Abantu. Njengoba ubhuti bemention ufika abantu baseJohannesburg bafika bathatha izitori zase-Eastern Cape abe umuntu ezalwe eGauteng kanye eKZN akazinto ngelanda. So we need to own up in those days, yabo. So these are one of the business opportunities that I got working at a film hub, socializing with the band was ECTC, socializing with the band was NFDF. So guys, another thing that I would like to emphasize is the impact of the Indian Zion community. So currently I'm working with Jongi Nembe, Surfers Club in our own. They're also doing paddling, like as sports, paddling, sand surfing, surfing. So that I'm currently working with them, not Jongi Nembe. I got a call from Utanya Reid, senior anchor ETV. When I feel good stories, so John Instagram, search feel good stories Instagram. Dinazo stories into under the shooting. So I got a call from Utanya Reid, what man here good deal, now on Surfers Club to shoot Abandon, compass that are disadvantaged and trying to remove them from negative things. So I shoot them for free, the pattern on ETV. So most of the competition go June, yes, surfing, the paddling. So these are the kids that I'm working with. We community impact, and also some of us sponsor the photographic masterclasses and cinematographic masterclasses free of charge. A combo at center. We call a film and video. So I thank you very much for your time. And any questions? Ikhona ilanto ividiyo ebizodlalwa apha ye-Amathole District Municipality saseyishutile ngo-2020 about wildlife and tourist attractions zalapha e-Eastern Cape. It's just a quick video, 15 minutes. So after questions, I think Snetty Abibete izodlalwa. So any questions?
I know. That's more.
Yeah, but speaking of that, they said the project, the Eden project, the NGO, has a ground adventure NGO. I'm currently I've already shot 4 places, so I'm collecting content for them. Most probably the project is out next year, because I'm still collecting content for the board. So I'll be looking for a crew that is brave and bold. Gonna be caves, goes down into like shoot days is like as so that he posted alone to Facebook, but I'm sharing that. So I'm looking for a crew, go cameraman, voiceover artist, and about was our carry luggage or the proposals was the end of the project. Yeah, even I'm credentials, can show most of you get a so back crew, and there's a big one at the land, the medical team standing by. Yeah, hence the sensors on the departments are Western Cape. So we'll get a picture around. So as you can see, supported by the departments at Western Cape, the land, the project. Ukono Health, the Paya, Ukono Office of the Premier, Ukono Arts and Culture, sikhona zonke ii-departments zalapha e-Eastern Cape. Yebo, so asizoshuta zilwanyana, sashuta ii-landscapes, iintaba, ii-river, ii-historic places, yonke laa nto. So that's basically that. Any other questions?
Yeah.
So how could we be part of that project?
So sizakwenza ilando but ilando i-auditions by Film Hub. Zawukhupha iposter i-call out. Sendilinde nje i-license e-drone plus ne-letter of authority from Eastern Cape Tourism and Parks. Low park and those down. So I'm just waiting for a license drone because if I find out now, I was a drone without a license because they're bumping, so I'm switch that. So now I'm just waiting for each drone license in Japan to go to the right in the project.
Ulibazisa ixesha andifuna ukulibazisa zabona ecaleni iintsapho zakho.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Bahle. I think what I'm most excited about your session is the fact that usinike into well, andifuna ningandikhombi, ningandijaji, I'm not, but either way, it's very important to hear from someone who has benefited from this funds, someone who is saying that there is a vehicle currently taking abantu on board to assist them to access the vehicles. Isn't that what we've been waiting for?
Yes.
Can
I just mention one thing?
Yes, please.
Currently, for the 7th of March, the number of ECPEC we roadshow you find yeah, also come with no book is yeah, Pelang first May, Port Elizabeth. So this managed to catch so this some district is the 7, mostly but take it land because now about money funding. So if anyone on a phone ECPEC of on I can help you with that because they are short pictures and videos the roadshow coming 7th of March. So I'm not interested in the form ECPEC Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I think if you have written it, and then after that, who captured in the presentation, we summarized. Look, are you also going to do your own? I heard him talking about live streaming. Are you going to go into detail? Oh, okay. And then we go to the video. Alright. I can hear the video.
Amathole District Municipality, a place of opportunities, invites you to experience the vibrancy and mystique of the southeastern seaboard of South Africa, an undiscovered jewel, where pristine landscapes have paid silent witness to the birth of a dynamic and diverse culture, where majestic mountains, rolling green hills and vast grasslands flow onto endless golden beaches, framing a tempestuous sea, where the truly African legends of colonial frontier wars resonate with the tales of the liberation struggle for freedom and the birth of democracy. where a spirit of Ubuntu means that you are part of a caring community, and the heartfelt knowledge that I am because we are. Where history and tradition meets modern enterprise and technology, creating and developing economies. Where the pride of the people is felt in the warmth of their greeting. Whether you stay for a weekend or a month, Amatole's first-world amenities will keep you in comfort. The East London Airport is served by regular flights on local and national airlines, while a superb road network links the largest cities, picturesque towns, and small villages. A variety of luxury and budget accommodation in the form of hotels, game reserves, B&Bs, beach resorts, and backpackers are conveniently placed all around the district. From sun and sea to beach and bush, the Amatole region is richly blessed by nature. Many of the place names in the area reflect this. For example, the name for the Keiskamma River is derived from the native Khoi language and means glittering water. The sporting mecca of the province, Amatole offers sports fans the best in boxing, cricket, rugby, golf, hockey, soccer, abseiling, snorkeling, sand skiing, canoeing, mountain biking, river rafting, quad biking, and rough terrain 4x4 trails. The colourful tapestry of our heritage will keep you enthralled for hours. Tour our unique heritage routes to experience the culture of the San and Xhosa. Learn about colonial times and the 100-year war for land between local tribes and the British and Dutch settlers. Walk where African leaders were born, nurtured, and studied as we trace the story of the birth of South African democracy from its origins in the Amatole district. Round off the journey of a lifetime by taking a piece of the Amatole district home with you. Shop at one of the craft centres, villages, and flea markets for traditional Xhosa garments with a modern Afro-chic twist. Sculptures crafted from wire and beads. Intricate beaded and hand-woven items or traditional clay toys. A strong oral tradition today finds expression in music, dance, poetry, drumming, and drama. Catch a local show, production, or festival. We guarantee it will leave an indelible memory. In the economic hub of the district, East London, a lively nightlife includes nightclubs, pubs, a casino, and restaurants offering live music. Travel from the Amatole Mountain Escape to the Sunshine Coast and Gateway City, onto the friendly N6, and through the Wild Coast. The four heritage routes overlap with the tourism routes and are named after the influential kings and prophets of the time. King Palo, King Sandile, Chief Makoma, and Makana, the warrior. The Amatole mountain towers over the lush landscape of this route, with valleys and forests adding to the rustic charm and mystique. This imposing mountain lends its name to the district. In the local Xhosa language, Amatole means the calves of the Drakensberg, referring to the larger mountain range to the northeast of the district. It also indicates how close to nature the people of the district live, having for centuries brought their cattle to graze at the foothills of the Amatole. The valleys and hills of this area pay silent testimony to some of the fiercest battles for land and supremacy anywhere in South Africa during colonial times. Skirmishes and battles were a regular occurrence during the 100-year frontier wars fought from 1781 to 1878. The Sandile and Makoma heritage routes can be found in this area, and many forts, barracks, garrisons, and mission stations will form part of your tour. Your journey through the Amatole mountain escape will take you through many historical towns. In Fort Beaufort, the Martello Tower made the town one of the most successful military forts of its time. A military museum gives you a glance into the lifestyle during the frontier wars. Another town worth visiting on the route is Bedford, which features colonial architecture, arts and craft galleries, hunting safaris, furniture factories making solid wood furniture from indigenous trees. The well-known annual Garden Festival in Bedford takes place during the month of October. The quaint village of Hogsback sits high in the mountain overlooking the lush Flume Valley. It is named for the shape of the surrounding three mountains which resemble the bristles on the back of a hog. Nature creates a magical world of swirling mists, beautiful birds and butterflies, mossy forest walks and magnificent waterfalls reminiscent of Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. Hogsback is also regularly covered by a blanket of snow in the wintertime, providing the perfect backdrop for the village's annual Christmas in July festival. The quiet beauty of the town inspires creativity and attracts a range of artists. An alternative lifestyle is also emphasized with features such as the Earth Echo Shrine, which emphasizes the interconnection between ecology, psychology, and spirituality. An 11-circuit labyrinth, one of the largest in the world, provides time for quiet meditation. Try out the many walking trails and find yourself enveloped by the beauty of nature. An outstanding item on the trails is the oldest and largest yellowwood tree in the Cape. The annual Spring Arts Festival in September is an excellent opportunity to experience the best of Hogsback. The town of Alice on this route is home to both Landale College and Fort Hare University, where many of the leaders of South Africa, and indeed Africa, received their education. The University Centre of Cultural Studies houses the largest collection of African contemporary art, which is world-renowned. Enjoy sunshine all year round. A large part of the Sunshine Coast route falls within the Amatola district. The area has a subtropical climate, with temperatures in winter reaching an average of 21 degrees Celsius, while summer temperatures climb to an average of 28 degrees Celsius. Leisure activities center around the beach, ocean, and rivers, as even in winter, this region lavishes in a mild climate. Long walks on the beach, swimming, bird watching, or waiting for a fish to bite make relaxation the name of the game. The towns and villages of Hamburg, Kaiser's Beach, and Kids Beach all offer these activities and a host of water sports, adventure sports, and boat trips. Two resorts on this route offer golf, health and beauty clinics, and therapy rooms, and host the Coast to Coast Jazz Festival in August each year. Buffalo City is a gateway to the district, as it offers an entry point to the Sunshine Coast, the Wild Coast, and the friendly N6 routes. The municipality includes the towns of East London, King Williamstown, Mdantsane Township, and the provincial capital of Bishop. The area, bound on three sides by rivers, and on the other side by the Indian Ocean, is a haven for water sport fans and those seeking to soak up some sun and sea. East London is the economic heart of the Amatola region, with the country's only river port, and plays host to a thriving automotive industry. The oldest aquarium in South Africa and its whale-watching deck. A zoo, touch farm and fun park rounds off the highlights. A coelacanth, once thought to be extinct for 350 million years, was caught off the coast of East London in 1938 and can be seen at the museum. Staying with things extinct, the world's only dodo egg is also on display. Mdantsane, on the outskirts of East London, offers a rich window into the life in an urban black township. The second largest in South Africa, so definitely add a township tour to your itinerary. King Williamstown is a small historical town with beautiful colonial architecture and a garden of remembrance dedicated to Black consciousness movement leader and anti-apartheid martyr, Steve Biko. An excellent museum has an exceptional exhibition of Khoisan and Xhosa culture and depicts the story of Huberta, the wandering hippo who made history with her 3-year, 1,600-kilometer long trek from KwaZulu-Natal province to the Eastern Cape. The strenuous 6-day Amatole hiking trail starts outside King Williamstown at the Maiden Dam and ends at Hogsback. Be part of the few people on Earth who get to see magnificent mountain scenery, forests, and endless waterfalls that cascade down the mountainside. Both the Maiden and Roykrantz dams offer scenic surroundings, picnic spots, and water sports. Bisho, formerly the capital of the apartheid homeland of Ciskei, today is the seat of the provincial government. The town is also famous as a site of one of the culminating anti-apartheid skirmishes, the Bisho Massacre, where 28 people were killed in 1992 when troops opened fire on protesters. The Amatole district section of the Friendly S6 route starts on the outskirts of East London and ends in Cathcart, passing through Stutterheim along the way. Stop off at the Python Park, the Lion Park to see the rare white lions, the Calgary Transport Museum, and a private game reserve. The town of Stutterheim was started by German legionnaires in 1857. It is nestled in a lush agricultural land, surrounded by the Kolocha Mountains, indigenous forest, and dams. About 20 kilometers outside of the town, the Mgwani Xhosa Cultural Village offers a peek into the traditions, culture, and hospitality of the Xhosa people. Regelswade Dam, near Stutterheim, offers boaters, fishermen, and water sport fans a fun-filled day of sun and water. The town of Cathcart is known for its rare wildflowers. Other activities include fishing, hiking, hunting, birding, photography, mountain biking, horse riding, and farm holidays. The Mean Cuisine Challenge for mountain bikers takes place in Cathcart every November. On the outskirts of Stutterheim, the Thomas River Conservancy is home to a quaint historical village, rock art museum, guided rock art trails, fishing, hunting, birding, and paintball. Accommodation is also available. Untamed and untouched, the Wild Coast is just as its name describes. Vistas of lush green hills dotted with tiny mud huts of Xhosa villages and a tempestuous coastline. The area is characteristically rural, offering an escape from the madness of city life. The area of the Wild Coast from East London to Bolombo Point, just beyond the Dwesa Twebe Game Reserve, falls within the Amatole district. Although some other parts of the Wild Coast remain relatively cut off, the Amatole side offers more ready access. The Jikeleza route is also found here, near the resort of Trinza. Jikeleza is a Xhosa word which means wander freely, which is just what you need to do too, if you are to take in all the sights and sounds. The Wild Coast Jikeleza Festival, held in July each year, should not be missed. Hiking, walking, and horse trails offer awe-inspiring insights into both the people and the environment. An exhilarating coastal hiking trail from Kaimouth to East London, the Striped Loper Trail gives visitors a special insight into this ecosystem. Kaimouth is also a popular holiday spot for locals and tourists due to its safe and sandy beaches. Further up the coast, Mazepe Bay is your destination of choice if game fishing is your interest. From the popular First Beach, you can walk the 100-meter suspension bridge to Mazeppa's famous island. A private game reserve near Kansa includes a commune with the Big Seven, the traditional Big Five, plus whales and dolphins on a guided game drive, or from the terrace of your luxury-tented accommodation. Many rivers carve deep gorges through the hills to wind their way to the sea along the wild coast. The main inland town along this route is Butterworth, once a flourishing industrial area. Two nearby waterfalls are awe-inspiring: the tumbling cascades of Tuwa Falls and the impressive 100-meter drop at Bower Falls. The Amatole district, place of many facets, a compelling destination where the traditional meets the contemporary. Nature's playground, a place of opportunities.
Mandithatha ithuba ndizibuyisele kuwo wonke umuntu okhoyo apha endlini ngegama likaYesu molweni.
Amen.
Ndizawuthetha for 10 minutes and then I think in 3 minutes nani sabe senigqibile ukubuza imibuzo, so within 15 minutes sabe sesigqibile.
Half past 4:30.
All right. Igama lami nguLebo Molamo, nangona apha kubhalwe Lebo Motlabane. Ndisuka kwilali ekuthiwa kuseMhlangeni, ekwidolophana encinci ekuthiwa kusesimo in between iFort Beaufort kunye neQueenstown. Sorry, not iFort Beaufort, iKwamaqoma neQueenstown. But based kwidolophu ekuthiwa KwaMaqoma, formerly known as iFort Beaufort okanye Beaufort. Epha phantsi kweentaba zeNkonkobe. Iintaba zeNkonkobe eziyi-extension yeDrakensberg mountain range. Also ke indawo apho imfazwe ezisixhenxe zophuculo lomhlaba zalwelwa khona. The introduction yam ke is a challenge to all the storytellers ezilapha endlini. Is a challenge also nabobhuti nobesuka bentuba. There are those stories that still need to be told. Le ndawo iintaba zeNkonkobe abelungu bathi yi-Winterberg mountain range. It has beautiful landscapes. Kulapha eHawksburg ikhona, iPhakwe mountain range. iKwamaqoma is the only place in the southern hemisphere eneMathelo Tower. I'm sure nibonisiwe apha la ndingathi 40 round. It's the only one in the southern hemisphere. Ayikho kwenye indawo. So there's a rich history phayana. Ibizwa ke ngoba kuKwamaqoma because before bafika belungu bathi iFort Beaufort, yayisisingqingqo sikaMaqoma esiya inkosi uJohn Sobolo Maqoma. Apho yayingamadlelo akhe kakuthiwa kusingqingqo sikaMaqoma. Nayo eligama lenje lithi Maqoma, you can unpack it. I think singakhupha ifilm ezi-5 pha kwelaa kaMaqoma, kwi-story sikaMaqoma. Ke siyeke ubukele i-Avengers, sibukele uMaqoma. You see? Also, njengoba ndisenza le introduction, it's in line with what I'm going to be speaking about. So ndithetha nge-live streaming specifically, but ndicela ukuyithetha ngayo in context of le nto sise ngayo. I'll speak about the importance of the art, culture, and media. There is a saying by a US lawmaker, if you control the media, you control the culture. And that is true as most of the things esizenzayo ngoku that we've come to know sizibone through media. So it makes media okanye arts, culture, okanye entertainment. Entertainment is not actually entertainment. It's means of communicating with abantu. See? So that's why the country efana no Russia no China, one of the things is was to start their own TV stations. A Chinese network, but they have interest in Africa because they want stories zabo see the way abafuna. That is the weapon in America. One of the biggest weapons in America is in media. One of the biggest weapons in America is Hollywood, in fact. Before US military. Because if you control the media, you control the culture. I just want to make a few examples. Prominence Hennis was brought about by music videos and movies and so forth. But it's one of the to such an extent, Ace Ekapa, Eyona Ndawo itensi Hennes Africa. Africa yonke phela indawo ethema kakhulu Hennes kodwa to Ace Ekapa because music video imali isithwa phayana and so forth and yasingena apha eqondweni lethu. I-brands ezifana no-Burger King sizazi before sibengani ziyafika apha. In fact, to a certain extent, akakabi ku-Burger King apha e-Standard, but we've known about the home of the Hopper from movies and so forth. So that is the power of the media. It's not only to entertain. Some of these things is advertiser phayana. Njengoba sibheka phambili sazibona why I'm touching on these points. It could be, it's a platform we also market our businesses through the entertainment, the supposed entertainment, because entertainment is not really entertainment. Now, and yeah, I just also want to make an example again. I don't know about China. TikTok was or worldwide is not the same as TikTok was in China. TikTok was in China. Ubonisa is just developmental. Abantwana bedlalela nto bebecoda, abantwana bebuild robots and so forth. Always to up business dance moves. That's all we do with TikTok. And to a point where almost one of the dance moves. So we are kept in that. If you go and watch documentaries about TikTok and how it traps you, you would not use a TikTok. But the point I want to drive home is that in media, it controls how we think. It controls also. Now, coming to Lendo is out another just powerful example. Qatar Qatar is a very small nation. In Abandu, I think about Qatar, Qatarians as Qataris they call themselves, they are not more than 1 million. Abantu immigrants but it Qatar ibe powerful amongst the Arab nations or Al Jazeera, the news network. Al Jazeera was instrumental with Arab Spring. Tunisia and all the other African countries. Even before into for a World Cup and so forth. So that is the power of media. Yeah. Now coming to live streaming. Live streaming is a relatively new industry in South Africa. Boostwe kakhulu. COVID-19. And talk about the team that a blessing in disguise. Yeah. COVID-19 boosted Ilanduka, but as OurNews, I'm speaking as the CEO of OurNews, which is an online platform that is home to local content. As OurNews, we started with the live streaming before COVID-19. In 2019, we were marketing uSlice mhlawumbe, so we'd follow him around xa esenza ii-gigs zakhe sizi-3 lezi gigs. But it did not catch on up until kwavaleleka abantu bakwazi ukulanduka. I remember umngcwabo kaZola kaSomajiza. It was the first funeral esakhe sayi-stream. But abantu zange bayibambe la idea yelanduka ye-live streaming up until kwavalwa. So basically live streaming ukuthi lento siyenzayo ngoku, just like we are doing, there are people who are able to join us live babukele ingathi bakule ndawo kulo. So loo nto leyo, it offers a convenience. You would remember ke la xesha le COVID-19, people could not go to emngcwabeni, could not travel. So it offered that convenience into yoba uthi useKapa but ukwazi ukugriva for umngcwabo wokulapha. So even now, sometimes abantu bakwazi ukuya emngcwabeni not because of COVID-19, but because of the new commitments, savings and so forth. But it gives you that opportunity. I'm making an example kakhulu ngomngcwabo because it's currently our biggest market. We are one of the top 3 funeral live streaming providers in South Africa. And you go to our page, you will see that we've done hundreds of funerals since 2020. So, and also in matter on demand, as much as Tobana live lendo siyenzayo that is not able to watch this can watch it na later on. That is because if you kapelo abantu they want to watch into we want to do lento sifuna ukuyenza ngelo xesha sifuna ukuyenza ngalo. That's why entities ezifana no-Netflix ziya flourish, because ubufuna ubukela into ufuna ubukela ngelo xesha ufuna ubukela ngalo. Awuhambi ngeschedule sika-SABC 1 isoba uGeneration idlala ngo-8, ufuna ubukela ngo-12 ufuna ubukela ngo-12. You see, by the way, phaa elalini yam uGeneration idlala ngo-12, network ifika late. Njengoba uqala ngo-8 apha kubona phaa elalini yam zonke izinto zifika late. Kind of us sajayive nokarakatha. So that's why into ezifana no-Uber zi-prominent because asifuna ulinda iteksi igcwale, sifuna uyapenda sifuna uyabo ngexesha sifuna uya ngalo. Yeah, so it started with into esenze prominent into ye-funeral live streaming, but now we are branching into a consumer live streaming. As well as the entities that have adopted into a live streaming because it offers that convenience. You can join it online and be able to comment online. But now the future is that we want to take into a live streaming to a consumer live streaming. We don't see a reason why you can't be live streaming a birthday party of done. We don't see a reason why you cannot be live streaming almost anything. In fact, live streaming we've done a chart of live streaming. There is no reason why you cannot be doing that. Now, live streaming does not only offer the convenience, there are also business opportunities within a live streaming, except for being paid to do live streaming. If you go to OurNews online, OurNews is one name. City OurNews, we are fan of around. So algorithm is a the page. So OurNews is one name. OurNews online. Now, if you check we broadcast, that even as we are broadcasting now, simane sifake adverts zabantu that we are working with. So because on average mhlawumbe siqobo kwenza umngcwabo within eminye imingcwabo literally immediately you see the stop streaming. You've gathered already 1,000 views. Those are 1,000 people abakwazi ukubona i-product le we advertise online. We've done umngcwabo imingcwabo efana if you remember the final
I think that now up to date is standing at something like 300,000 views. We've done the Kamafa last year, a 40th birthday year. I think it's equal 100,000 views. Now imagine about the business and how we do it. I want to play a page. We do not selling down this part will air as the advert. So as a puzzle. Now, if there's a change, you move something else. I promise you, you must try it yourself. You won't take notice, you won't be curious to find out, but you don't really you understand? So those are those opportunities as well. Now, as Lanka, we live streaming. The other thing, the best thing, the live streaming, it also ends if for instance, you're a streamer, you're a recorder at the same time. Immediately, it's up. Sesigqibile iredi lento for into singayinika client because ngexesha siqhubayo simane sifake lower thirds siba ngubani uthethayo ubahle nenziwa lo uthetha nge-wildlife simane sifake graphics as well as presentations siyakwazi ukuthatha sikubeka ecaleni ivele presentation yakho apha so you're able to add graphics as isenzeka into. Now this is all glamorous girl that also it's not always been like this. I loved in data especially putting was at the same TV that start with what you have. Namhlanje sisebenza M50 Mark II cameras. We have not always been using as we will tell you some of that we've worked over the years. Tina, we started with a cell phone. Later, streaming on a cell phone. And in that process of streaming on a cell phone, we discovered a patent. Who compares the way patent? In the house? Yeah. Good. That is another thing. Jenga went to information age. A patent is an idea that you come up with that you register as your own. So we came up with a patent. You stream a phone, you connect a phone to a computer, you set the phone as a camera. You touch the graphics, you set the computer, also the camera says edit live. That offers the confidence in the world. One up a cell phone, and the cell phones they've got cameras as it's one. You connect the camera to buy M1, M100. Here better iPhone go forward. To a certain extent, uba iPhone and popular camera. So we already have these things. What we need to do is to be able to develop as scenario. Most of the consumer goods scenario, so we discovered that patent was registered in 2022 and Namhlanje in South Africa. We pride ourselves, in fact not even in South Africa, in the whole world. We are the only people that have registered a patent for live streaming in the cell phone. It also offers a convenience because cloud money price your computer and your cell phone in 10,000 we are quite to manage with second hand. We are quite to business profitable. Live streaming is very profitable. That's one thing I would want to mention. It's profitable couple. If Bufuno has been profitable that time, just go back a few years, John kept in KSC, 2019, John kept in KSC. John Kiwa Media, or 2018, John Kiwa Media. Those two, the Kabona in the province that have benefited so much, we live streaming. So we emphasize innovation. We are very innovative when it comes to we live streaming. If you check even now outside the live streaming, the button is cameras involved. we discovered Ilanduga M50, and M50 is 4 times, you ungazithenga very industry pricing industry camera. Not all of us afford that because guys, up to now we have not received funding from government, and we're never going to wait for the funding. So now we should be in that process of discovering. We have failed, we've made mistakes, we've done those things. You should, and but we need to be willing to fail so that we improve. That's what research and development is about. If you check that one, in fact, a country as a developer is a country that invests in research and in development. Could a trade war between America and China, even though if you outpace your funds about research and development. You understand? That's something we need to do also for your business. Initially, to get our communities, it's the black community to be precise, does not encourage, it does not give an environment where you fail. If you make one mistake, the community will gang up on you. Yet, the white community, there are so many things, failures, but so, yeah, in closing, I also want to in fact, my man, I thought Mr. Anel would still be here. They've been through on that it's not every day we demand in public servants as a negative. Sometimes what we need, because office is the whole negative. Not in a daily basis, I was speaking about the Hawking in Yao. So, in closing, I would like to encourage I think MSWED has been emphasizing that, but start. We had a strategy, a city was 0 to 1. 0 to 1 wako kusuka from 0 to 1. Tina masifumana ku-1 apho sikwazi ukuncedisa khona. I-BCMTV is a example yento. Once you start doing something, ube ne-initiative utsho, people will come and want to join you. Yeah. So there's literally something onayo esandleni onokwazi ukuyenza ubheke towards lento ufuna ukuyenza. Ikhona le ncwadi ke i-world best selling book, i-science emane improve kahle. In-story of a guy yabuzwa nguThixo into yoba yintoni isesandleni. And why did you do? Yeah. So what to take on the possibility tend to in York and so forth. But my point I want to make is that what was by intoning the society? That is the question that you have. There's something inside now that you can use even to make public. And to all the storytellers, the platforms, there's an app. And everyone will have. Kukola data, I think that data as many as Sizifa Kapul to such an extent, they have registered. Until the lion tells the story will always favor the hunter. At this point, if you check, Yonke is story as a tattoo about the Africans. It's always bad stories. It's always as discouraged to a point where we have taken it upon ourselves as black people to say, oh, I saw
is a subtle as tech, but because our minds tell us that the best thing, we need to change the narrative. We need to start telling our stories, and the program you can find us OurNews.co.za. All there you can watch online video content, you can listen to radio stations, you can read articles. You can do a lot for our news. So thank you so much. I'll be taking your questions if there are any.
So as Simon on Facebook, you live streaming on Facebook. So the question you know is, are you only live streaming on Facebook? Can you software or is it adaptable for bar or was Instagram, Facebook, YouTube?
Beautiful. As sithatha nje mntakwethu, you are live on Facebook, you are live on Twitter, you are live on YouTube. You are also live on our website at the same time. So
What is the cost?
All right. Yes. Okay. The cost your the cost your you can start live streaming we're commercially viable with less than 10,000. You can upgrade the packages, equipment.
I have a panel discussion to cut it short. That's going to be an hour long. And I'd like you to live stream on you, the entrepreneur. How much is it going to cost you to take me live for an hour? About that.
Okay, no, that's beautiful. We pride ourselves in the price of live streaming. The program that is up to 3 hours. Is in charge at 2.7.
How much does it cost the business to go live for an hour?
I cannot tell you.
Hello, you are inspiring people. You are setting them up for failure. You are saying they must take their cell phones, they must start now. You are calling them to come because it's a lucrative business. And now
I think that is enough. Lucrative.
I understand now. Because we want to know. I'd like to start in number chat and I don't know how much it's gonna cost me to be live.
I'm telling you, I think you literally want us to reveal our operating costs. My mandate in that live streaming is very profitable in the sense that you can get up to 1,000%. Operating costs are to a profit can be as much as 1,000%. It can be times 10 of land we spend there.
I think numbers are supposed to so when as organize show and make money.
Alright. Utata as Tina as a company offers live streaming.
Yes.
Alright, as a company offers live streaming, Mdantsane Film Festival, they pay us for that. And we also get money from the people that are advertising on our content as well. So we are going to see like the income streams from one thing.
Yes.
The question is on the problem direct. Now, if I'm coming from the producer's perspective, in understanding the operation cost of a live streaming, so I've got a client, it's I'm doing A, B, and C, and I need you to live stream this thing. Now, as in Situma, I already have the necessary network on how to do this thing, the equipment and so forth. And now, in the time, as you were saying, I'm not the equipment, but now a concept, and I know how to do this. So, I'm producer is on the cost I'm as a producer to ensure that now I do a live stream for the client here, not when as a business. Hypothetical as a whole, I'm not the independent producer. The independent producer, how much is it going to damage you to do a live stream of a certain event?
Okay. It wasn't for the one it's fine. You know, it will cost you. It's going to cost you far less in general. If you have the equipment, already, what you will be paying for is the labor and also connectivity. Yeah? So and this was the one into figures long time. Mama if you're streaming an hour, you need at least 3 gigs of data if you want to be streaming at at least 3 gigs an hour. So you will calculate one time the 45 hours, but it is our in labor rates currently you pay around 500 for a 3-hour thing. You see, so that is the base thing in 3 hours. We had to come up with those things as numbers. Based on videography and editing prices in South Africa, and we adapted them to Eastern Cape, because Eastern Cape I started more fun in the Gauteng. So, but the European emphasizes the input costs the live streaming, they are very, very low as compared to the profits.
No, hold on. That word you said that when you want to register an idea, yeah? What's that word and where can you register an idea?
All right, it's called patent. Patent. I think it would be great for everyone. Applications of patent, it would give them more insight by doing patent. A patent in South Africa, patent is written P-A-T-E-N-T, yes. In South Africa, a patent is the registration of CIPC, Commission for Intellectual or companies and Intellectual Property Commission. So a patent is an intellectual property. A patent, a trademark, what's the other thing? A patent and a trademark. Then is just categorized as intellectual property. The basically, just only property, zona the property internet, you understand? So yeah, it's very important. Even with Ilanduka, they're going to get geopolitics. That's another thing. Over how much patents are registered on a day. There are people in America, they came up with the patents, they registered them, they list them out. You understand? But students patent and then who wins the business and tell your royalties every year. You see? Thank you so much. Now, before we get into the next item, iPhone Pande, Southern Connectable Internet, I'm like Mdantsane Film Festival, the table like it. To tell about you Facebook, all smartphones, tell about Facebook, the internet, who come back one to a pair, didn't get password, didn't get internet, I will EP, corner, put in the i-password phansi ndicela uyibone i-activity nantsiya ndicela niconnecte and then you go to Mdantsane Film Festival on Facebook and then you engage yebethu nalo nomngqoshwana thixo amafefe yaze baqale ngisisithozi ngolesine ezisukwini imini yomama yothandaza. Whilst we wait for you guys to connect, and you've liked and you've engaged on the thingy, would like your feedback and for you guys to go to like option rate and then you rate them Mdantsane Film Festival. You give insights and comments in the banner. Did you find it useful and key for when for le goal unayo by attending? Ungathandi nezami ubahleke uzawuba the engagement after I'm done with the activity. On the video you had watched here, Amaton, and Koshobani Libele Gestana Nam Andazi. Now, decided 10 minutes here, I turned into double, triple 10 minutes later. Artist ends about Uno when the live stream. It's 3 minutes past 3. And in South Africa now, the president of the country is in parliament answering questions at the National Council of Provinces. Part of those questions are related to the Pala scandal. Meanwhile, Eskom is preempting a grid collapse which could mean South Africa could go blind and out of electricity for more than 2 weeks. But businesses are urged that they must start preparing to have e-contingencies should that happen. Do not go by professionally. So whilst the airways connect to School of Arts, we see comment in one but connect By the way, today I call him because wow, at 3 o'clock the MPC has just started monetary policy. Now the opportunities who knows by the MPC monetary policy committee? Connect with internet into Huawei, you go to Facebook, the name of Nanzia in England, you search for this name. And then your profile picture is that, and then you like, you engage, and. MPC, who knows what MPC is? Internet? But I tell you, Huawei don't what why you're I can I think when you Huawei I open the house guys I read so Linda. Oh, but I approve maybe to the land. But already was about the MPC's Monetary Policy Committee, where the governor of the South African Reserve Bank, Police Kanya, announces the Obama yes a man, the repo rate and stuff. And today is that day, Iran, the Apple July. If I know what live stream. Now it's time for us to engage before we watch the next and almost last documentary. With I love video. And that's by no one's on shooting me tea. But all the move shoot up from like tea. One's on a market, no tamale. Alright. Yeah.
Oh, okay, guys. So, wildlife photography and videography is just basically like Lautina. Since Animal Planet, Nature World, so I was fascinated by Ilanto is that is born as Lalini, like mountains and rivers. So I just thought to myself, no, like the about an because I've noticed the shows always presented by Belongo. For instance, Belongo was up in Kenya, wetlands as Kenya, like Mama wetlands, bio shoot up higher. Up in Netherlands, America. So you find out about it's just it was those days of Africa that we're supposed to be doing. So I just thought to myself, no, let me just venture into wildlife now, photography and videography. And another thing that inspired me when it comes to wildlife, 2021, woolensculture.com, you can check out the website. I was nominated, the picture entry. Lo picture leyo ngumthi wegwava osephelile but uphuma igqali hlele ilaa nto phaa i-West going. So I was nominated at a picture with Lens Culture, was in London. So that's another thing that motivated me to step up into wildlife videography. And when I get a risk, wildlife photography, videography. For instance, when I Port St. John's, Snooker. I almost got bitten by a nyoga from a cave level. So you have to be careful, you have to be cautious. This is just and always check the environment before shooting. Ask abantu like village leaders. Kwenza njani uzoshuta la waterfall umzekelo phaya ilanto eMamba Falls nase-Angel Falls lusikisika. I had to consult village leaders. Baziqale zithethe ungavele uyongena phaa nje because indawo ezi-sacred zafuneka sofuneka uqale uthethe ungavele uyohlofoza nekhamera phaa uyoshuta. So funeka uqale uthethe u-engage nabantu belapha bakwenza njani uthini uzofumana i-permission. So zizinto ezinjalo eziyo. So any questions from you guys?
Any training or intro opportunities to aspiring bahlezi abafuna ufota nabilambiza bafuna uthetha umbane ngolwimi?
Trainings,
well, like just basic training, not formal trainings. I know it takes a lot.
Okay.
Just basic.
Hence I've mentioned we presentation Film Hub. I do a lot of photography master classes. When can I students come for connect. So the basics. Mounting your standard units, mounting a camera, your settings, your apertures, your f-stops, your focus, your lightning. So it's about training is a Film Hub. Whenever you're free, you can come through a Film Hub. I can show you how to mount a camera, I can show you how to open a tripod, I can show you the settings of the camera, and you can start taking your own pictures, like shoot everything around you. For the car wash, everything like that's content. Because America will be fascinated just to see those pictures. Shoot up a highway, just post it online as stock footage, sell them, copyright them, patents, royalties, does free online to copyright it does. You just put a watermark. So whenever someone uses the picture, you can just sue them. And another way to protect your work, protected through Gmail Drive, storage of Gmail Drive, going to be cloudy, or with CD. I know they don't normally use this CD. With CD, can you USB? We let on the USB, we post it to address. Once we dispute you can just take the letter, you record it, that's it. He has evidence of how your service work. It documents CD, USBs. That's protecting your work at the end of the day. So this is like most of money lifetime royalties. Whenever someone uses your work, 50% you can have more.
Any other? Yes?
You said like to register your idea, and then you can use my idea. But let's say where something birds can use long life. You thought of the same idea, but unfortunately for when you thought of a year later. And then Nama and Diagwa you used my idea. Equal like the one royalties, the artist, it's still really way to waste this money whereby okay, I got this money and can't be used.
Now, is there any way it can be monitored verbally once idea got registered?
Again, you can have a registered idea, but it's all about implementation. Yebo. Mina ndizawuyenza laa nto wena awusayiregister but akayenzi. Because actions speak louder than words at the beginning. You can just have ideas and needs up, but if I go implementation, as ideas, they don't mean nothing. So monitoring according to implementation, the consistency, the artist. You understand? So it's all about implementation. Putting your ideas to work instead of resting them in the pipeline or like monitoring that. Something updated idea. So we also gotta be careful when it comes to the ideas or mainly as departments, but these departments are IT. So look, be careful. Sometimes ones are a proposal, when your page goes down. Just make sure that the idea so shoot has a pre-production. Pilot, yeah, sorry, yeah. So eventually, I suppose now the time ones are like now that clash of a number no responsibility boy we told I survive easy to see. But says a video vlogging, I'm telling with the camera SP, be banjo like the goal content, you understand? It's shoot like content for easy to see. But the camera is been a better shoot my own game. So that's video vlogging. I was collecting my own content for my own work and also as part of a reference for my funding. But if we went to do but also other videos we page. Because sometimes like actions speak louder than the words. Just let your work speak for you rather than some convince someone. Just show them your work can. So eventually. And here's the benefits of the wildlife, videography and photography, is that you get to engage with the filmmakers so that bazazi nazo indawo like location scouting, or if you shoot a movie or you want to do a documentary or series, we get to engage with people. Okay, you need a reference letter, you need letter of authority. You need to contact the traditional lead so that you can get access. You have to inform the community. So now as long as very strong, down, is short. But you find out what's been down, what's great how you say, Mr. More to see the location using it wrong. But since Umzekelo like Paya at Elephant Park, I saw racism by Peterson. During the time the shooter is in London, the tour for survive. So Saya Pioneer, Nalumchita, Santabana Nabelu, Papa game rangers. Sabatibas Suga ECTC, so bonus letters of authority. So shooter Lindau and design advertising now for free. And Lindau we found ECTC. So full shooters are elephants pa. But asizokwazi uyenza lonto. Yabo. Kwafika umlungu ephethe camera phaya but uyifumana access yena. Bayo shooters andlovu. Engavezanga late kodwa masilinde head ilandu manager secret officer Johannesburg okanye xa sifuna shooting ndlovu so kuba 4.5 each for ukhwela za cheap so shooting ndlovu. Imagine 1 minute clip le. So could be 9,000. So that's the more like Uchafil and all of that, and that's Masambi. Sapuma Park Yard, was making business cards of Parlam, Sapuma, so make it that man could throw near Kinaza and officers bonus. So it thrown near figure in the own hours figure was. You understand? So that man could be thrown near Cooper, whatever the local shoot. So in the village, I remember as the house as the Batas Kotal. Ubomba, I said, Sans Love Village, this is also figure when it could be thrown from an access on the floor. Well, that's the benefits of the technology. Google equipment is inside the visual art. So, yeah, that's basically that from my side and from about Any questions?
Sorry, only on your sound, like, doing a sound from I'll shoot one kind of short majestic, then people are doing Kappa in a short from so do you have
Yeah, so editor won't wait. Yeah, so editor won't wait. And the editing, like, this full to be honest with you, through tutorials like YouTube. Designing films editing by CPUT. They only just taught me basics. So I had this equipment just started doing it. So I just felt like I was being robbed. So I just thought that I am downloading tutorials to YouTube, spoons editing. That's basically that, like downloading the latest things.
One quick question, which software are you using?
I'm using Premiere Pro and Final Cut. Yeah, so let's say iMac, the MacBook. So, lot of equipment left my NYT. I checked NYT, the equipment. I was actually funded by them 2 times. Both running 50,000. They bought me an iMac, cameras, printers, and then they funded me with 300,000. Bought my MacBooks, bought my lapels, backdrops, lights, you know. So.
At the hub to get assistance, not just information, assistance with the process of applying and tapping into those funds. And wow, we're almost done. The engagements, people are engaging and people are liking. It's important because it's the main information and on the OurNews. Like then through the OurNews, so the days of our lives, man. Alright. And the club feeling over second as the speakers, there's theatre up as in fact we're going to turn off fires while on doing counting. As the theatre jalo, you don't know Nelatic, papel materials in here. Alright. Sanitela Quatan Kukele by don't come
Inside her attention.